All right, gang, check it out. Check it out. As promised, I have Mr. Patrick Donovan from Toy Called God on the phone. Patrick, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fabulous. How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. And again, thank you for calling in tonight and spending some time with us.
Truly my pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I love me some Digital Revolution Radio.
Killer. So, dude, take us back to the beginning, man. Give us a little history on Toy Called God.
It's been a crazy 5.5 years. It all started, I kind of had some songs that I've been saving on, and I was looking for a project, and I answered them out on Craigslist. Went out and checked out a guitar player and a drummer, and went back the next week. They had the singer there, loved the singer. Thought I could work with the rest. We found a bass player. We got rid of the extra guitar player, and then we started doing our thing. We've had a few changes over the course of 5 years, mostly in the drummer department. We're like the Spinal Tap of the Bay Area. And we got a new singer that we're going to drop our new album, Dirt on Your Coffin, with this spring. And we're excited about that. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We've been grinding for 5 years. This is our third record. In 2013, we were top overall finishers in the Project Independent Nationwide contest. And we're out there just trying to spread the word of Toy Called God, man. You want a little listen.
Sweet, man. Killer. So how did you guys come up with the name Toy Called God, man? Because that's pretty original.
Well, it's kind of, it was something that I read in a book that totally spoke to how I feel about religion, and it just stuck with me, and I thought to myself, someday I'm going to use that shit. And it totally just speaks to how we feel about organized religion in today's world. Yeah.
Cool. Cool, man. That's cool. So, dude, songwriting, man. Tell us a little bit about the songwriting. One-person effort? Is it a group effort? How do you guys go about writing your tunes?
It's a little bit of both. Sometimes it's material that I've had for a while. Sometimes it's something that I write up. Sometimes one of the other guys brings an idea in. Sometimes Dustin will have a killer riff and we'll start piecing things off of that. Sometimes Marcus will come in with a sheet of lyrics and we'll just start carving on it and figuring out what we can do with it. It comes from all kind of different places, but everything we write is about a moment in time that we've lived or felt. We try to write honest songs that people can be like, damn, I know exactly what that dude's talking about.
Cool.
There's something to that. I think a lot of times today, everyone's so busy trying to be fucking brutal that they forget to write songs that people can relate to.
Cool, man. That's cool. And, when it's a tune somebody can relate to, they latch on to it and, they take it from there, man. So that's cool.
Totally. That's totally it, man. Make it your own. I want someone to sit back and go, son of a bitch. I've been there. I feel that hurt. I know I'm not alone now. Life's just good.
Killer, man. Killer. So, dude, how would you describe your sound to people?
Our sound, it's a combination of everything. It's thrash, it's groove, it's glam, it's alt, it's so much. It's classic rock. It's just everything all into a one small package of just sawed off punch in the face.
Killer, man. So basically the melting pot of music.
Yeah, I mean, we all come from different places with it. We're all kind of a few years apart, so we, all have different things that we latch on to as far as our bass influences and what moves us and affects us. And we kind of just all let that sift into the mix, and what comes out is what comes out.
Cool, man, cool. So, dude, you've played a lot of live shows?
Yeah, we've probably played hundreds of shows by now.
Dude, what are some of the best and worst things about the live gigs, man?
The best thing about the live show is always just raging out with your friends in the crowd and having a blast. That's why we do this in the first place. If you lose that, then you lose the whole thing. The hardest or the worst part of the whole thing is waiting for it to happen.
Oh, wow.
all that work that goes into it, right? And then boom, and it's gone. And then you have to wait for the next one.
Wow.
And that's the hard part.
That's an awesome answer, dude. That's really cool.
That's just what it is for me personally. There is no rush like that rush on the planet Earth, man.
That's
and
awesome.
I've chased a bunch of them. And to be honest, there's nothing that even touches it for me personally.
That's cool. That's really cool, dude. The answers I usually get are for the worst things are the sound guy and the bathrooms. So.
Well, yeah, it's as far as that part goes, yeah, there's definitely times when you wish the conditions were better. But at the end of the day, for me, it's not about the conditions. I only have one mission, and that's to destroy everything in front of me.
Awesome.
With my guitar.
That's killer, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Dude, the first song I want to play tonight, Wild Child. What can you tell us about the tune?
The riff and the groove for that was just something that I was never able to quite put my finger on lyrics-wise. And so Tyson, the singer at the time that we did the first record, he totally just had it in a snap, and he just spit it right out, brought it in, and we threw it down, and it was boom. It just worked.
Killer. All right, gang, check it out. Toy Called God, Wrath Child. We'll be right back with more Patrick. Gang, we're back with Patrick Donovan, Toy Called God. Patrick, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Killer, man, killer. Cool, awesome tune, brother. Awesome.
Thank you.
Dude, so when did you first get into music, man, and when did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I knew it was what I wanted to do when I saw Kiss at the amusement park.
Oh.
Yeah. Ace Frehley was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I wanted to be that guy more than anything on earth. Actually, it was that I wanted to be a rock star astronaut, kind of like a buckaroo bonsai of metal, if you will. But so I started piano at 8. My grandmother was giving me lessons, and then like at 10, I switched over to guitar. And after that, it was all downhill, brother.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, who would you say are your personal musical influences, man?
Well, I look at that, whenever I get asked that, I look at that thing two ways, because for me, it's really a two-sided question. Like, there's always the list of, like, you know, oh, it's Dimebag, and it's Kirk Hammett, and it's Dave Mustaine, and it's Joe Satriani, and it's Dave Gilmore, and it's Jimi Hendrix, and it's Stevie Wonder, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Sure, all those dudes. And then, you know, 10,000 other famous motherfuckers that you hear in every interview. So, yeah, there's that. And for me, it's like Dime and Kirk Hammett and Dave Mustaine and the dude from Pink Floyd and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Page. You know, the usual suspects, Tony Iommi, Zach Wilde. But for me, the dudes that really influenced my playing are all those cats back in Beaver County, Pennsylvania that I came up playing with.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because those are the dudes that I was grinding with, cutting my teeth with, and that were shaping my songwriting and helping me grow into the person that I would become. Those are your influences, man. Those are the dudes that reached in and touched what you're doing. And everything you guys did together, combined with what you listen to, makes you who you are.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. Really cool.
So props to all my homies back in Pennsylvania. Those are the dudes that made me me.
Killer, man. Killer. That's really cool. That's and you know, it shows you haven't forgotten where you came from.
Dude, I'm just some guy from a fucking burned up steel town, man. I'm out there grinding just like everybody else. Killer. It's in my blood to grind like that. You know that blue collar shit. You're from back there.
That's it, man. I'm old Coal Town. Yep. I hear you, man.
So for me, that's all my grind is about. And that's in everything I do, whether it's writing a song or pushing the band or whatever.
Killer, man, killer. So, Patrick, man, when you're not writing, rehearsing, doing gigs with the band, man, what do you do for a day off, brother? What do you enjoy doing?
I like to chill with life, to be honest, and I like to play more guitar. For me, there are no days off, man. This is it.
Cool, man. Cool. What would you say is your most memorable moment so far with the band?
That's a really tough question because we've had some really just moments that they're bucket list things that you're just like, oh my God, and you can't even believe it happened. But I guess the biggest one, the one that just boggled my mind the most, was the first time I heard us on FM, like terrestrial FM.
Oh, wow.
That shit freaked me out, but it was a really, really cool thing.
Cool, man, cool. So, dude, let's take it the other way. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to share with us?
Oh, man. Dude, if you do this long enough, anything that can go wrong does go wrong. You know, and it could be anything. It could be the bus breaking down on the way. It could be you're on stage somewhere and there's a guy on stage taking pictures and he cuts the power to your rig. They're, you know, not on purpose, of course, but
right.
Just taking a shot and steps in the wrong place by accident. And, you know, all that kind of shit. Another good one is the barroom brawl that breaks out right in front of your rig and cuts all your power. Yeah, just anything that can, man, has.
Been there, done that,
know? Got
the T-shirt, right?
You just kind of learn to roll with it and don't ever get flustered. Just keep your composure and keep on rolling.
Killer, man. Dude, next song I want to play is called Down. What can you tell us about the tune?
So that's like a true moment. You know, I talked earlier about how everything's a moment we live or something we feel. And that song is the response to a letter that I received from a girl in my apartment one day. And so the song is the response to what I read.
Oh, cool. All right, gang, check it out. Toy Called God with Down. We'll be right back with more, Patrick. All right, gang. We're back with Patrick Donovan, Toy Called God. Patrick, man, how's it going?
Going good, my brother. Having a great time. Happy to be on. Can't thank you enough.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Dude, so you're working on your next CD, right?
Yep.
Would you say the band and the sound has evolved since the first?
Absolutely. Like the first two CDs, they sound similar. You can tell there's progression and a little more polished from the first to the second. But from the second to the third, it's going to be a lot more polished and kind of a shift in the sound, because when Tyson exited the band, he had a really, really specific kind of sound and a really specific vibe that he did that goes with his voice, that he carries with him. It's part of, Tyson Cliff. So when you lose that and you bring in different colors, like the stuff that Marcus has in his voice, it obviously creates evolution, whether you want it to or not. Because obviously Marcus is not going to be Tyson.
Right.
So we're looking forward to it. Marcus offers kind of a different kind of thing. Tyson kind of had a very Phil Anselmo, Solierna, kind of rough and tumble growler kind of thing going on, whereas Marcus is more of a pure singer and kind of more like a Chris Cornell type.
Cool, man. So would you say the new songs, the new music are gonna be geared more toward the new singer, man, or arranged around the new singer, or?
Well, I wouldn't say so much. I mean, the band still sounds like the band, right? But for sure, because there's nothing that Marcus has to repeat or mimic, Marcus gets to be Marcus instead of trying to, do his best version of somebody else.
Ah, right. Cool, man.
So
cool.
I think that, letting Marcus just be Marcus is going to translate into a better, more cohesive thing for us.
Cool. So what release date for your new CD, man? You got something in the works, or?
We haven't pinned the tail on the donkey just yet.
All right, man. So, dude, you've been around the block, man. You've been there. You've done that. Any advice for bands just starting out, brother?
The number one thing that I would tell anybody is that, one, this is not easy. Don't be prepared for it to be easy. Be prepared to work your ass off. 2, put every nickel, dime you can beg, borrow, steal, print, mint, whatever. Do whatever you got to do and dump all that money in your production. Don't go cheap. Make it sound. If you want to sound like $1 million, unfortunately, it takes money to sound like that. Put the money in your product.
Good advice, man. Good advice, and that's it. I mean, basically, you get what you pay for.
Totally.
Cool, man. Cool. So, what is the ultimate goal for a toy called God, man?
To take it as far as it'll go, to have everybody that you know singing right along with us. When we started out, we figured we'd play, 4 or 5 shows, and then this thing would fizzle out, and that would be a wrap. And, we'd have a couple laughs and whatever. Well,
5 years later.
Here we are, 5 years later, and there's no sign of anything ever slowing down. It only gets bigger every time we do something. So the name of the game is to make it grow.
Cool, man. Cool. So now, are you guys on a label? Are you looking for a label?
We're not on a label. We've done everything our own way, indie. We're not opposed to a label, but at the same time, we're not going to sign any old deal either.
Right.
We're kind of, we're very, very happy with being able to do everything we've done ourselves. Would having a label help take it further? Possibly. But we're not going to sell our souls to do that. We're going to continue to do it our way. And if someone wants to help us with that, great. And if not, hey, that's great too.
Cool, man. Cool. So, and I often talk with bands about the internet nowadays, and it's basically a double-edged sword, man. I mean, it's a great tool. I mean, for the indie guys, you can get your music out there like never before, and you almost don't need that major label deal. But at the same time, there's 100,000 other bands doing the same thing.
Well, so yeah, it is kind of a double-edged razor. But, there's good news and bad news to that. The good news is, good music always gets heard. If your product is aces, you'll be fine. then you just got to work on your marketing and get it to everybody you need to get it to. If you're handling your marketing and your product is aces, you'll be fine. The good news is, yeah, everyone else is doing it, but the win comes in the fact that not everyone is doing it well.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of bands out there. There's only a few here and there that stand out that people are going to remember by the time they click on the next page at Facebook there.
Dude, and that's really what it's about. Is it memorable? If it's not memorable, then you got to rethink the package.
Killer. Dude, upcoming shows, what do you got going on?
Our next show, we're playing a support date for the Misfits on November 21st. It's all ages.
That's big, man.
Yeah, we're super psyched. I mean, who doesn't want to play with the Misfits? That's an iconic punk band, so, it'll be a good time. Love to see Jerry Olney. That'll be fabulous. The show is also a place for Cops Drop-Off gigs, so if you want to bring a toy out for a kid, put it in the bucket, woohoo, that'll be a good time. It's gonna be a rager. We're stoked for it. And then we're gonna take a little time off for the winter, finish the record, and get ready for spring and some surprises.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Where can the listeners find Toy Called God?
Oh my goodness, you can find us everywhere. We're like the music herpes of the internet. Seriously, we're on Pandora, we're on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're on iTunes, we're on Reverb, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We're fucking everywhere. You can find the music everywhere. YouTube, it's there. Seriously. So just Google the name and you'll have 80 pages of shit to choose from.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And the last song I want to play tonight it's your jam song, man. Everybody digs this tune, man. I dig it. Only One Menace, brother. What can you tell us about the tune?
The tune. That's my anthem, bro. It's my jammy jam. It's my warm and fuzzy. I wrote that I was living in Covington, Kentucky, and I was going through a bad time. And I was trying to come to terms with I needed to quit being my own worst enemy in life. I'm a menace to everybody, including myself. And if you don't figure out how to get out of your own damn way, it's going to go bad for you. It's about making better choices.
Killer, man, killer. Well, Patrick, man, I want to thank you for taking the time and hanging out with us tonight. It's been killer. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, Billy. Pleasure, truly. And I cannot thank you guys enough at DRR for having us on so many times tonight and so many others.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Hang on one second, Patrick. Listeners, check this out. Only One Menace from Toy Called God. We'll be right back.
Myself, yeah, now I look out, my blue gray sky in front of me. I'm yearning to be free. Stop awakening, pain inside. I just need a little relief. I just can't go on. I need some peace, 'cause I'm only one minute to this tortured soul. I'm only one minute to this little world. I'm only one minute to this tortured soul. I'm only one minute to myself, yeah. Tortured soul. I'm only one minute to this little world. I'm only one minute to this tortured soul.